So thank you all for coming out on this beautiful Wednesday and really helping us communicate with real clarity that Virginia is roaring. Our economy is growing, jobs are growing, average wages are growing, opportunity is growing, and as a result, we are again seeing a large surplus at the state resource level. And with that surplus, we need to go to work. And we need to continue to invest in the things that are working. Top of the list is investing in tax relief for Virginians. And of course, followed on that list is education and public safety and behavioral health and all of the elements, including economic development, that are driving this incredible time in Virginia's history, a time when we are seeing Virginia win. And I'm asking all of our colleagues in the General Assembly to keep doing the things that we're doing so that Virginia will keep winning. I'm happy to take a few questions.
Governor, teachers are set for a 3% pay raise as part of the budget you signed earlier this year. Was there a consideration to bring that raise up even more?
So the work that we've done, first of all, the first 2 years, which got us 12% increases, and now 2 3-year increases, is projected to take us through the national average. And that has been the goal, is to bring Virginia's teachers up and through the national average. And I think we're meeting that goal. And of course, we'll constantly come back and assess to make sure that we're doing well for these critical elements of our children's education, our teachers that partner with parents in order to deliver such important future building of Virginia. And so I think we're in a good spot. And that's why our investment in education is really focused on, of course, the direct funding through the general fund into K through 12, facilities with an incremental $290 million taking us to $700, and of course the introduction of Virginia Opportunity Scholarships, which allow families that otherwise would not be able to possibly pursue a private school, a $5,000 scholarship, to do exactly that.
Governor, any concerns that the economic forecast might Trump's plans for tariffs or to eliminate big chunks of the federal government or move them out of the area?
So are you concerned about the future economy? Or?
Well, I'm asking if you
So as you heard, I am very optimistic about the future of America and the future of Virginia. And in fact, we have had 3 years of tremendous growth in Virginia, and that's been with inflationary headwinds coming out and restrictive regulations coming out of Washington. I am so looking forward to having a period of tailwinds that will come out of Washington. And then particularly with regards to concerns around tariffs, I believe that President Trump is going to use tariffs to make sure that America gets good deals. First with our adversaries, and we saw him use them during his first administration against China, and those tariffs were maintained by the Biden administration. We also have unfair trade practices with so many folks around the world. And what I am seeing as a result of the discussion around tariffs is literally a line of businesses that want to invest in America, and particularly in Virginia. I think this will drive reshoring and shoring of Virginia and Virginian American businesses, job growth, and I think we're going to see another level of growth here in the Commonwealth as a result of it.
Can you give us a little something on the car tax?
Yeah, so we all know the car tax is the most hated car tax in America. And with the recognition that we have a short session, and this is a big topic, I think we can take a big step to make a down payment in providing car tax relief. And that's why the working class car tax credit is a big step. The average car tax for a family of 4 today for their one car, if they have one car, is about $290. And so this tax relief is structured to address exactly that. If you earn as a single filer less than $50,000 or as a dual filer less than $100,000, you can get $150 for the $50,000 or up to $300 for the $100,000, and that will pay a typical Virginia family of 4's car tax. We can fund this out of Virginia's surplus. I think I also wanted to make sure that we had sustainable funding, and so using $1.1 billion of one-time money that allows us to create a car tax relief fund gives us certainty that the dollars will be there, and then it kicks into what is a robust forecast in the out years. I think this is a great way for us to use our surplus to deliver car tax relief to this most hated tax in America. And I'm not kidding. I don't think people have hated a tax more since the tea tax in Massachusetts.
Any concerns about NOVA income levels that impacting some of the wealthier parts of the state less?
Well, I do believe that part of our responsibility is to also translate this car tax relief to the localities to put a lid on how they're increasing this car tax. And one of the things we've included in our amendment is a cap on the annual increase in the rate of the car tax. I think what's happened is that localities have forgotten that it's actually the people's money, and the car tax has become a piggy bank that the localities have been going to repeatedly after repeatedly after repeatedly. That's why it's so hated. And that's why you will continue to see a big push by me and our legislators to find a way to permanently eliminate the car tax at some point.
We have time for one more question.
Governor, can you walk through the tax modernizations things that you were talking about? Does that get us more funding, or like how does that work?
So it's a great question, and so market-based sourcing, which is what is done in just about every other state other than 12, is the way to structure corporate taxes on the service industry, so they pay taxes where the services are rendered, the customers are. And Virginia's out of step, and we are out of step, which means that oftentimes service companies that are doing business in Virginia aren't paying taxes, and service companies that are in Virginia providing services outside are being double taxed. And so the clear business-friendly step is to move to market-based sourcing, and this over time will collect more money from some corporate payers, and we will appropriately concede some to others, and over time it's a wash.
Thank you all so
Governor,
much.
you met with the LGBTQ Commission yesterday. Any comment on how that went?
No, we just had a very, very constructive meeting, and this is one of the many advisory boards that we have that, one, does really good work. Two, I deeply appreciate their counsel and their advice. And for 3 years straight, it's been an incredibly constructive meeting, and I look forward to taking on some of the things that they're suggesting and see what we can do.
Thank you all so much. I gotta go.